Do you have any empirical evidence or any thoughts on the effect of blues music on someone who, on the one hand, is very depressed, going through hard times, as opposed to someone who, has the travails of modern life, but not anything that's seriously bothering them at the moment?
Well, it's interesting because my main group of people I did the research on was the main core audience of the blues today, which happens to be white baby boomers mostly. And you would say that this segment of the population doesn't really suffer in traditional terms. They're usually okay. But there was, when I started talking with them, there was an undercurrent still of discontentment and sadness about the culture they're in, a longing for connection, a longing for authenticity. And so, to answer your question, suffering is really difficult to pinpoint as serious or not. We can certainly agree that somebody who can't feed their children and who is struggling mightily to get through the day, or who is terminally ill, has a very severe degree of suffering. But there's a more diffuse kind of suffering that also comes from living in a culture where you feel disenfranchised and alone. So I think the blues, again, speaks universally to the human condition, because none of us get through life without challenges and various degrees of suffering. And when we experience it, it feels pretty acute. And we tend to, particularly in Western culture, to withdraw and get very silent. And then instead, maybe we post on Facebook these pictures where we're perfectly happy and everything looks great, but we're alone with our feelings. And the blues can release that tremendously.